So I'm Rich Gottwald with the International Sign Association and Executive Vice President. As I look forward to the future of digital signage, I don't see so much as a hurdle, but as an opportunity. And an opportunity for my organization, the International Sign Association, to work with the Digital Sign Federation and Digital Sign Expo to bring the industries together and to collaborate on, I think, making it more widespread, making people understand it more, broader acceptance, more end users using it. And I think there's opportunities for the groups to work together to make that happen. As I look at the static sign industry and the digital sign industry, and as I've studied this market over the past year or so, it seems that there's opportunities for growth across the board. Presentation that I sat in this morning put out a figure that of advertising dollars today, less than 1% are going to just digital signs. That means there's huge growth in retail, which is really the driver in the sign industry to begin with. Retail, restaurants, education, hospitality. I think all those markets have incredible opportunities for growth around these technologies, as well as the static technologies too, particularly as we come out of this past 2 years of a very difficult economic time. What I see as the next opportunities are a couple of things. I think these technologies obviously growing and expanding the use of those, but within these technologies also interoperability, so that all of the different pieces that are being offered here work well together. I think that's still a challenge for the industry. And I also see blending of these technologies with static signs. Not every signage application needs to be digital, and not every piece of signage needs to be static. But I see a blending of the types of technologies. And from our perspective, it's making sure that we have an industry that's knowledgeable in both, that can install both, or at least know where to get pieces of both. So I see that being the next big opportunity and challenge for the association. I see a collaborative effort for the static and the digital industry to work together to make sure that everyone understands the different pieces, when and how to use the different pieces, and making sure that they're easily accessible. So the International Sign Association is a trade association for the manufacturers and suppliers of signs, of on-premise signs. We've been around somewhere around 60 years or so. We have 2,000 member companies, and we also have a trade show, much like this trade show, which will be happening in late April over at the Mandalay Bay. We'll have somewhere around 20,000 attendees. Within that show also, we'll be doing some educational sessions on digital signage. Right now, we see that as our role in educating the industry about the opportunities that are being offered here, so they can begin to understand the business, to understand the technologies, and potentially start adding them to their mix of offerings as well. Within ISA, we have a committee of technology and research, and there's multiple subcommittees within that. But one of their responsibilities is to ensure that appropriate areas have appropriate standards, whether they be safety standards, electrical standards, engineering type standards, and we take experts from the industry and populate these committees that do an ongoing look at the standards and participate in organizations like ASTM or ANSI or other types of standard-setting bodies to make sure that the products that are out there are safe, that they are long-lasting, and that they are standardized so that everyone can build a product to a particular set of criteria. We typically, when you do a standard, we will do it to a third-party body. So ISA ourselves, we do not write standards. What we will do is propose standards to a third-party consensus organization. We propose standards to organizations like ASTM. And within that organization, there's end users, there's manufacturers, there's suppliers. They all sit on committees within ASTM, which would then have a very detailed process as to when standards are reviewed, when they're updated, and making sure that a committee overseeing those is really a third-party consensus-based committee. The technologies are just fascinating. When I look at some of the technologies that are over at Intel, which is really taking a digital sign, making it digital, and then making it interactive for the customer, it's fascinating. Some of the technologies seem to be a little bit, they're so new that they're a little bit shaky still, but the potential is just absolutely fascinating. Well, the quality of the exhibitors and the attendees here, I think, is great. It does seem to be there's a lot of niches within the industry still, and what I would see happening over the next year or two is that pulling together. I don't see a lot of groups yet that pull together the pieces. We have the screens and we have the content, but I have not seen it pulled together. A few people have pulled it together, but I think that's the next challenge for this industry, is to pull that all together and offer complete solutions to end users. Hi, I'm Rich Gottwald with the International Sign Association. I'm at the Digital Sign Expo. Where are you?